What's up, Taiwan? I'm Brossard with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. A prototype of a Taiwan-made reconnaissance drone crashed on Wednesday. The Yunlin drone lost control at Hualien Air Base while attempting to take off. Officials canceled the test flight after technicians spotted mechanical errors. The drone then careered off the side of the runway. The aircraft model, also known as the Cloud Rider, is manufactured by the Zhongshan Institute. Tests are still being done to find what caused the malfunction. More than 20,000 soldiers from abroad have taken up arms against Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Among them, a handful of Taiwanese soldiers. Rick Lauert is in Lviv, Ukraine, with this report on what drives people to fight for freedom 8,000 kilometers from home.
Mourners line the streets of Lviv, western Ukraine, paying their respects to two local soldiers who died fighting Russian forces. One of the men, who was killed in the eastern Donetsk region, was just 20 years old. As the war enters its second year, memorials like this are being held every day in Lviv. Just a few months ago, the city honoured Jonathan Zeng, a 25-year-old volunteer fighter from halfway around the world. He was among a handful of people from Taiwan to fight in Ukraine, and the only one known to be killed in action.
Цілою нашою спільнотою дякували за те, що він подолав тисячі кілометрів, щоб боротися на стороні добра, боротися проти зла. І тому низький уклін і велика подяка.
More than 20,000 fighters from abroad have come to Ukraine, typically serving for a few months. At least 23 of them have died. The war here and Ukrainians' determination to defend their sovereignty has moved people from all around the world to the point that they've made this fight their own, willing to make the ultimate sacrifice to fend off Russia's invasion. Jonathan Zeng's death, 8,000 kilometers from his home, has forced Taiwan to consider what the price of freedom is and who should pay the cost. Taiwan is dealing with a similar existential risk to that facing Ukraine. Neighbouring China has recently upped threats to take Taiwan by force, seeing the island nation as a part of its territory. 34-year-old waiter Lu Zihao is now back in Taipei after fighting in Ukraine for 3 months last year.
那个时候台湾也没什么事啊，没有疫情，什么都没有，然后乌克兰这么可怜，我们就去帮助别人，对啊，我就想没有特别啦，就是帮助别人。
Taiwan is growing more aware that it too one day may need help. China has been increasingly sending military boats and planes into the area around Taiwan. Taiwan has boosted spending on defense and increased mandatory military service.
台湾本身就应该了解，世界各国都应该要更了解，对吧？而且台湾是高风险，就是中国每天在我们这边，每天飞机就飞过来，对啊，什么时候开打都不知道，对啊，老实讲，对啊。 因为我觉得提高意识吧，国防意识真的要提高。
Russia's invasion of Ukraine has devastated this country, and it's also sent a clear message to Taiwan that an invasion by an aggressive neighbour is possible, and that the price of protecting a nation's freedom has a very human cost. Rick Lauert in Lviv, Ukraine for TaiwanPlus.
That was Rick Lauert in Lviv, western Ukraine. Stay tuned to TaiwanPlus News over the next couple of weeks for more exclusive stories as Russia's invasion of Ukraine enters its second year. Russia's Navy says it will not use new hypersonic missiles during a joint military exercise with South Africa and China. Hundreds of South African personnel and several Russian and Chinese naval ships are taking part in the drills, which end on Saturday. One of Russia's destroyers came equipped with advanced hypersonic missiles. These weapons can travel at 8 times the speed of sound, making them difficult to defend against. In August last year, Russia said it would deploy hypersonic missiles in its invasion of Ukraine. So far, these weapons have not been seen in combat. Back in Taiwan, the country will choose its new president in January next year, and the country's ruling party has moved a step closer to picking its candidate. The Democratic Progressive Party will announce its nominee on April 12th. The winner will be whoever does best in opinion polls that month. Party chair Lai Ching-te is seen as the favorite. He could win the nomination unopposed. Taiwan's current president, Tsai Ing-wen, cannot run for re-election next year because she has already served 2 terms. None of the opposition parties have yet decided when they'll pick their candidates. Taiwan's health ministry is slashing its budget for buying medicines. The ministry is cutting the funds by about $270 billion. That will impact some 6,000 types of drugs. Despite the cuts, officials say certain minimum prices will be maintained, and they won't change prices for medicines that are already in short supply. But there are still concerns that the budget cuts could cause medicine shortages in the future.
原厂或者本土的药商也会因为就是药价的不符成本而放弃生产。
Police in Taiwan say hackers are using new techniques to steal personal information. They say fake links on the popular messaging app Line are a particular problem. Hackers are using fake authentication requests and promises of freebies to get people to fill in sensitive information. Taiwanese scam-detecting robot Auntie Mei counted 14,000 suspicious links on apps like Line last year. Inventors in Taiwan have come up with a robot to deliver takeout food, but some delivery drivers think they won't be replaced so easily. John Van Trieste reports.
This is QBot-1, a robot designed to get your food orders to you quickly. Technicians at Taiwan's Industrial Technology Research Institute have filled it with the latest tech, from the kind used in self-driving cars to 5G. Its sensors can detect and avoid obstacles, and even windy conditions don't slow it down.
那我想今天的一个重要特点就是它会坐电梯，这是我们一般在路上看到自驾车所没有的功能。
A trial run is scheduled for March. The robot will help customers at a convenience store in the southern city of Kaohsiung. The company that owns the store is excited about the possibilities.
像这种无人式的服务呢，其实可以带动呢我们在这个整个的服务的范围的扩大，以及我们人力的节约上来讲，都可以起到很大的一个协助。
But whether the robot will be cost-effective is another matter. After the trial, the store will crunch the numbers and find out. And some delivery drivers think they're not getting replaced just yet. Some problems still need human know-how.
他的地址会写在 A， 但是实际上他是住在 B。对，那这个就是要透过跟客服去联系，才有办法更改地址。
If the trial is a success, the robot's inventors plan to find other uses for it, like moving beds and medical samples in hospitals. They hope the bot will save money while lightening the load on humans. Kama Xu and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
A county in central Taiwan has launched a program that fixes abandoned bikes and gives them to people who need them. John Van Trieste has this story as well.
Central Taiwan's Yunlin County is littered with abandoned bikes. Each year, around 1,000 of them are dumped in the county's public spaces.
只要一个毕业季一到，就是通常那个公共停放区就会很多标的脚踏车，然后有时候是总务处那边也会通知我们说，哦，这边有一批脚踏车，或是公园旁边也会有废弃脚踏车。
Now, a group of skilled bike repairers are helping clear the mess. They work for a county program launched last year that puts broken and abandoned bikes back together.
就是要换掉这样，换掉的话就是你就拆另外一台可以用的。有些比如说它的骨架歪太严重嘛，骨架不能用，那零件就要拆掉。
Once fixed, the bikes get a new home.
也希望就是透过我们这样子回收再利用，那可以做资源的一个循环使用。所以我们这个再生脚踏车呢，那我们主要就是提供给我们就是弱势家庭还有我们一般的机关、学校。
The program is starting out small. Last year it only fixed 50 bikes. But the county hopes the program will help make a dent in a big waste disposal problem and get these bikes to places where they're wanted. Klein Wang and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Finally today, we leave you with images of the International Miniature Exhibit in New York. I'm Philip Brossard. Take care, and I'll see you next time.